Hello everyone, I miss my Elytra. I haven't had the chance to spread my wings in Minecraft in over 4 months, and today I'm looking to change that. But we're not just taking flight, let's level it up as well. I've compiled for us a list of 10 mods to spice up our wing game, ranging from simple quality of life tweaks to full-blown flight overhauls. Hopefully this list gives you a few ideas for you to upgrade your own world, and when we're done, we'll see which of these actually work on 2B2T, which I'm very curious about. But before we dive in, let's flap back in time for a quick history lesson. The Elytra was first introduced in Minecraft 1.9, the combat update, almost a decade ago. The name Elytra actually comes from entomology. It's the term for the hardened wing covers of beetles. They drop from end ships in end cities and immediately changed how we moved, turning travel into something cinematic. It's one of the few items in game that gives true freedom, and today we're about to crank that freedom up to 11. Alright, let's get into it. Here are 10 Elytra mods, from functional and practical to just straight up cool. Oh, and by the way, links for all of these are available in the description down below. If you want to download them for yourself, I just ask that while you're down there, go ahead and like and subscribe. Thanks. Okay, let's start simple with Elytra slot. This mod adds a dedicated slot for your Elytra so you can keep your chest plate and your wings on at the same time. No more gear swapping mid-flight, just fly, land, and fly again like nothing ever changed. Broken? Probably. Convenient? Without question. But if that's too overpowered for you, let's take a look at number 2. Has this ever happened to you?
It was at this moment that he knew. He f***ed up.
Auto Elytra automatically equips your wings when you need them, even if you're wearing armor. Like a built-in panic button, but for your back. This way the Elytra isn't equipped all of the time, but it's there when you need it, or when you forget. Now you might know that if you press F3 and H, you can see more information about your item's durability. This is super convenient for getting a ballpark estimation of how much time you might have left with a certain item. But maybe you don't feel like doing the math to convert that information into a remaining flight time for your Elytra. Elytra Time gives you a time-based durability display, so you know exactly when your wings are about to call it quits. If you're texting and flying, this one is for you. Let me give you another hypothetical. You've become stranded in the middle of an ocean and you're trying to take off. Try as you might, you can't finesse the launch and you're flopping around like a fish. I know I'm not the only one with this problem, don't lie to me! So I'd like to introduce to you Easy Elytra Takeoff, which lets you launch from pretty much any sticky situation as long as you have fireworks. You don't need to double jump, you don't need to tower, it's automatic. Just fly. But maybe you're flying too fast and you need a little subtlety with your speed. I know that on 2B2T, for instance, everyone defaults to duration 3 fireworks. Sometimes that's just a little too heavy-handed for what you might be trying to do. Elytra Drag adds a whole new layer of control. It's like crouching, but in midair. You can slow yourself down immediately, adjust your descent speed, and even take less fall damage when landing. It's a small touch, but I quite like the addition. Elytra Physics. This one's all about aesthetic. It gives your Elytra a semi-realistic flowing cape physics, like it's reacting to the wind, or gravity. It doesn't change how you fly, but it feels slightly more alive. I'll be honest, this next one isn't for me, but maybe some of you flight sim nerds out there will get a kick out of it. Flight Assistant gives you a heads-up display with altitude, speed, glide angle, and even an autopilot feature. Basically, flying with your Elytra turns into Microsoft Flight Simulator. But I find the HUD a little jarring. It doesn't really work with Minecraft. And the voice...
Sync rate. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up.
Well, it leaves a lot to be desired.
Terrain.
Speaking of explosions, let's talk about perception. Now I know I've covered this mod before in a previous modding video, but it deserves another mention. It's not an Elytra specific mod, but perception will add visual trails to certain projectiles and entities. This includes fireworks. Ever wanted to transform into an airshow airplane? Now you can. But I've lied, because you can't really go fully aeronautic without this next mod, Dual Barrel Roll. With this one you can finally roll, bank, and twist, like a real pilot. Full 3-dimensional control over your Elytra, transforming flight into an actual skill. And I'll be honest, it takes some getting used to, but once it sinks in, there's no better way to fly. But what about swim? You could have had it all, if you just added rolling down in the deep to your collection as well. This add-on to DABR takes everything fun from the sky to the depths of the ocean. Just make sure you have a Respiration 3 helmet on, otherwise you'll be sleeping with the fishies. So that's 10 pretty sweet Elytra mods for you to try. I doubt you'll like every single one, but at least now you have some options. Also, if I sound a little bit different, I'm sorry. I seem to have caught the plague and I am fighting through it. Speaking of the plague, it's now time to see which of these mods will work on 2b2t. Automatically, these 5 will be disqualified because 2b2t runs on 1.21.4 nowadays, and these mods do not. But the other half is a complete toss-up. I have no idea if any of these will work. First though, I need to escape spawn and get to an area in-game where I can test them one at a time. So let's do that real quick. It's been a little while and I'm a little 2b2t rusty. After tossing on a rudimentary kit, I locate the Northern Nether Highway and get schmoovin'. I flew uninterrupted for about 3 minutes and then hopped back out into the overworld. I found a nice grassy area to use as our flight testing grounds and dug a safety hole just in case. Then I reloaded Minecraft with these mods, and here are the results. For the cosmetic stuff, both Elytra Physics and Perception worked perfectly, but predictably, Elytra Slot did not. Makes sense. Too OP, even for a server like 2b2t. And the same story is true with Easy Elytra Takeoff. I honestly assumed as much, and I'm not mad at those being banned. But Do a Barrel Roll is the one I really care about, because I have this vision of going full Superman at spawn. And thankfully, it works! I know this mod isn't new, but I found it super unique, and if you've never tried it, you should give it a shot. And now that I know that it works, I have to make my dreams come true. So I hopped back in the Nether and I was immediately confronted with a suspicious player. Doubting that this person wanted to sit down for a cup of tea, I hit the road quick. They chased me for a solid 5 minutes, but this isn't my first rodeo. And eventually, they gave up. I made it back to spawn and threw the mods back on. And for the rest of the video, I figured we'd have a little chat while this footage rolls in the background. Recently, I haven't been feeling so hot, which I largely attribute to being slightly overworked and underpaid, but this too shall pass. I'm gonna take a 2-week break at some point around the holiday season to press the reset button, so if you miss an upload from me, that's probably why. By the way, if you're new here, I upload every 2 weeks on Thursdays, and I have some really interesting stuff planned for the new year. But I also wanted to open up the dialogue to you guys. What would you like to see? I mostly just kind of make the stuff that I would be proud of and want to watch, but this is a two-way street. Some people in my Discord have been talking about making an SMP, others want to see a PvP arc, and still others miss the 2b2t content. But I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. I did the whole speedrunning thing for a couple of videos, and that didn't seem to get much motion. Totally fine. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, and I'm really proud of how those projects turned out. But if you'd like to guide the ship a little bit, let me know how you're feeling. And while you're down there, remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm trying to grow this channel, and I need your help. And as always, I'll see you in 2 weeks with another video. I'm gonna go make some tea. Peace.